the echo good now? I had the monitor on. I apologize for that. Frontier 2252, Cookie the Oriole holding short of runway 6 right. Got a couple special liveries due in today. Trying to get the audio straightened up here. Got a E175 pulling in behind it. Looks like they're actually going to go first. Chilly up here today. That 60-degree weather that we had the last couple of days has left us. We're back into the mid-30s today. It's supposed to be sunny, but I have not seen the sun yet today. Trying to get this audio. There was a noise suppression setting that was defaulted into my computer. So that's why we didn't get into the ambient noise last time. So I think I got that fixed. Got a bunch of stuff lining up now. A Delta CRJ lining up as well. The Delta connection is 3409 E175 heading to Newark. I think the CRJ is going to go first too. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, everybody. Everyone probably has plans to watch a game tonight. We're going to go over to, I think, my mother and father-in-law's house tonight, probably watch a little bit of the game. Got a couple special liveries due in today. The Continental Airlines Retro, the American Airlines Retro. So hoping to get those before the battery dies on my laptop. I'm up on the hill. United Airlines 737 coming in here on 6 left. We'll try to catch it. There it is. Fixed my tripod too, so hopefully that shake is gone. Happy Sunday, everybody. CRJ heading out. If my narration is a little bit muted, I'm using a Zoom mic today to try to pick up the jet noise. Plus it's got a little bit of a better windshield on it in case we get a gust of wind in it. If that doesn't work, I have the lapel mic as well. I think the Chiefs are going to win tonight. I think they're the better team. Patrick Mahomes, you can't bet against them. Hoping for the Niners. The Chiefs have won enough the last few years for me, so I'd like to see somebody different win, but I have a feeling that the 49ers or the Chiefs are going to pull it out tonight. NFL, I think, will get their fever dream with Taylor Swift being there. I saw she flew in on VistaJet yesterday from Tokyo. Still holding short. Here, I don't know if they're still waiting for clearance. I'm assuming that's what's happening. Yeah, that would be good to see the revenge win with the 49ers beating the Chiefs this time. Our next inbound flight, United 1231, 737-900 inbound from Orlando. It is a Continental Airlines Retro. I should be landing here in about 5 minutes on runway 6 left. We have another United behind that. The F-18 Super Hornet that was here on Friday left early yesterday morning. I did get a couple of pictures I got to post on Instagram. It was really windy over there. They had the Home and Garden Show this weekend, so I was able to go behind the IX Center. But with traffic and the wind, it was hard to really get a decent long exposure. So I got a couple of shots. They're not the greatest, but I got to get those posted. It wasn't at Burke. It was actually here. They landed here and went to Atlantic, and I guess from what I heard, it was a fuel stop. They were heading to Tucson. I heard two different stories. One story said that they're going to go to Tucson for training. The other story, which is the one I kind of believe because there was only one pilot with the two-seater, is that it was going to the Boneyard. It was a Canadian CF-18 Legacy Hornet. I would have loved to have caught that coming in. Who's getting out of here? What's going to happen first? Will this Frontier take off or will the United land? United just got clearance for landing. On Friday, President Biden is supposed to go to East Palestine for the anniversary of the train derailment, so we're expecting Air Force One on Friday. I don't know if he's going to come to this airport. My guess is he's going to go to Youngstown, so we might go to Youngstown for that. It could land in Pittsburgh too. So I guess we'll have to wait and see which airport he goes to. The TFR isn't up yet, so we'll keep an eye on it. My guess is it's going to be the C-32 over to Youngstown. So if the weather's good, we'll try to go over there and get it. Hey, Frontier got clearance to take off. It's flight 2252, A320neo heading to Orlando. Wish I was in Orlando today. It's probably a lot warmer. But I don't know, I was talking to plane spotter Alex from Chicago, and he is at DFW this weekend doing some spotting, and he said it's been cold and rainy all weekend, so maybe not. Let's get some snow tomorrow. I see the Continental Airlines Retro behind me, so we'll go and turn the tripod around. It's 12:31 inbound from MCO. Try not to make anyone sick. There it is. Continental Airlines Retro livery inbound from Orlando. Yeah, the Legacy Hornets are really rare to catch now. So if you get a chance to see one, they're probably maybe the last time you ever get to see one. The Columbus Air Show announced that they're going to get the Rhino demo this year. So we may have to go down there and see that. We'll get the Blues here and in Dayton. Our next inbound flight will be United 600, 737 inbound from Fort Myers. Southwest 2764 should be Heroes of the Heart, 737 heading to Nashville, taxiing over now. We're not getting the F-16 this year unless it changes. It is going to go to Dayton. We're going to get the F-35 demo this year, though. I'm actually debating whether to go to Toronto this year instead of Cleveland for the air show, since it's the same weekend. The Toronto Air Show will host the UK's Red Arrows on their Canadian World Tour this year, so might go up and get that. We'll have to wait and see. That's pretty far out, though. I was hoping they'd go to Oshkosh, and we would have 3 jet teams in Oshkosh with the Snowbirds and the Italian Tricolori, but looks like they're just going to go to Canada this year. Thunderbirds, of course, will be in Columbus. The Blues will be here and in Dayton. We got a couple of air shows looking at going to this year. We might go to Nebraska for the Offutt Air Show. We might also go to the Battle Creek Air Show. Still thinking about going to the Thunder over Louisville Air Show too. So we'll have to wait and see. And of course, the Selfridge Show, which is I think the week before Columbus, has the Thunderbirds as well. So there's a possibility of going to 3 air shows in 3 weeks. My wife will kill me. We'll have to wait and see. Should be Heroes of the Heart. 2764 heading to Nashville. Southwest actually took a decent amount of runway to get off the ground today. It must be full. Usually it's United and American taking off down there. Actually wrong. Our next inbound flight will be Delta Connection 5242 CRJ 900 inbound from LaGuardia as an ops car. Doing a runway inspection. I would love that job. Drive around the airport all day. I guess you have to clean up stuff. That wouldn't be very fun, but I'd want to max it at least once going down the runway. See how fast I can get that Explorer to go. Yeah, definitely go check out Dulles. I want to go to Andrews too. I'm not sure what are good places to spot over there and like what areas are safe and like where you can actually see stuff, like where the government's kind of, the military's not going to catch you. But I want to go to Andrews as well. I'm definitely going to go to the Andrews Air Show next year. Dulles is always a lot of fun too. Make sure you check out the Uvar Hazy Center, which is on the field if you go, where the Space Shuttle Discovery is kept. That's an amazing museum. And their parking lot, if they're using, I think it's runway 1 right and 1 center, you get some really nice shots over there. Yeah, Delta Connection CRJ. Next time I do this, I think I'm going to try my my P1000 with the super zoom. See if we can get a little bit tighter for you. It doesn't have the best focus on it though. That's the only problem for video. I want to pick up a camcorder again this summer too before the air shows. I think Langley isn't too far away from that area too, so you can see the F-22s if you get a chance to go over there. Again, I don't know if there are any good areas to go to actually spot, but I do love going to Washington, D.C. It's a great city to visit. There's the Southwest 737 MAX. They're inbound from Orlando. Lots of flights from Florida today. Our next inbound flight will be Air Canada Jazz Flight 729, a E-175 inbound from Toronto. And over here we have American, what's the flight number on it? 1554 heading to Dallas, 737. How do you not like the Pirates? I mean, being a Reds fan, I guess makes sense, but I'm a Cardinals fan, and I don't hate the Pirates. Hating the Pirates is kind of like hating the Blue Jackets. How do you hate something that's just that bad? You just feel more sorry for it than actually hating it. Pirates have a beautiful stadium. PNC Park is absolutely gorgeous, and it's not very big. It feels like an oversized minor league stadium when you're in it, just with how close you can actually sit to the field. So, great place to watch a game. Only stadium I've ever been to, it had rained the night before, and the usher actually walked us down to our seats. So we didn't pay that much for our seats, but actually walked us down to our seats and had a towel and dried it off for us. It was pretty cool. It was a sold-out game, or close to a sold-out game. A very nice ballpark, great place to watch a game. Here's the American 737. Flight 1554 will be heading to Dallas, Texas. So Alex, if you're watching, I'm sending this one to you. Dallas is a great airport, but I think it's 84% American, between American and Envoy, who's also headquartered there. So I know when I was there, there were a few American 737s and 321s that I decided to pass on. But it is a fun airport to go to. See an American turn and burn. Come on, do it. Turn and burn. All right. Maybe it's not quite a turn and burn, more like a turn and crawl. Not quite Southwest level. Cloudy February Sunday here in Cleveland, Ohio today. Not going to clear the tree. Well, when I said I hated the Blue Jackets last night, it's more like I just hate how consistently bad they are. They had a little bit of hope. They were down 3-0 against the Lightning late in the third. Scored 2 third-period goals. Just enough to give people a little bit of hope, and then give up the empty net and lost it. All right. Alright, the Air Canada Jazz E175 is inbound. They're on final now, so let's go ahead and we'll turn and we'll catch that coming in. E170 inbound from Toronto. Air Canada Jazz upgraded us from the CRJ 200 to the E175 a few weeks ago now. Much to the delight of everyone on board, I'm sure. Hello, how are you? Sun's out down here. Jealous. It's just proof that Cincinnati is nicer than Cleveland. Turn the optical zoom back on, get a little closer. Hopefully it doesn't lose too much quality. Crop it a little bit. I think I said Jazz 732. It's Jazz 729. They changed their flight number. Our next inbound flight will be Frontier Flight 4173. Sunny the Lemon Shark A320neo will be inbound from Orlando. There's also a Falcon behind that, another Frontier behind that. And it also looks like a United Express E175 will be inbound. I hear the F-16s in Toledo fly during the week. They were up this week. We were going to go Wednesday. A friend of mine and I were going to carpool and go up to Toledo and catch them. But I had a meeting at work I had to go to, so I wasn't able to go up. But we're going to try to get up there once it warms up a little bit and get some of the F-16s flying around. All right, Frontier 4175, I think I said the flight was. A320 inbound from Orlando coming in here on runway 6 left. Up here, Dale is up here spotting him today too with his 2 cameras. Let me see if I can find him. There's Dale with his 2 cameras. What's your YouTube channel?
Dale's Planes and Trains.
There you go. Check out Dale's channel as well. Dale's Planes and Trains. He's going to do a video as well as some still photography today. We have one of our Sherwin-Williams Falcons inbound. Owned by the paint company.
You're 4173 taxi Golf Alpha, hold short runway 6 right. Golf Alpha, hold short 6 right, Frontier Flight 4173. 4173.
think I should send
Sierra, hold short 6 right.
Matthew Osborne over to CVG to do a video. What do you think? That's a fun airport to go to. If you like cargo heavies, that's a fun airport to go to.
At 34, 7, you're right, heading at 330.
It means you got to drive through Cincinnati and Columbus to get there, which isn't fun, but that is a fun airport to go to.
Airflight 206, cross Beetle, header above 2,900 feet.
I was not successful in convincing the wife to go to Louisville for the weekend. We had talked about it. I was not successful. Maybe next time. See the light from the southwest, I think it is, that'll be taxiing down. Also a King Air that is on our approach path here. You know, I actually have one I could send you. Here's the Southwest. They are taxiing over here to the end of runway 6 right. They will be heading out in the next few minutes. Well, there's the Falcon. I'll turn over there and look at that. The Southwest will be 2552 and Max 8 heading to Denver.
Airflight 206, tower 4.5, have a great day.
Trying to catch the Falcon. Should be a Sherwin-Williams Falcon 2000. Talking about a hawk on the glide slope. Oh yeah, here we go, Southwest. They are taxiing quickly heading over here. This might be the turn and burn of the day. What do you think? I don't know if he has clearance to take off yet, though. So, yeah, United Express E175 getting ready to touch down on 6 right or 6 left. The Southwest doesn't have clearance yet, so we'll get the arriving E175. Frontier 206 from Cancun is on final. Southwest 1228 headed to Denver. 737 MAX 8. Watch the Frontier off the left side of my view here, and watch the Southwest on the right side. Sherwin-Williams Falcon heading over to Atlantic. Meanwhile, coming in on 6 left will be Frontier 206 and A321. They're inbound from Cancun. There they are. A320 Neo, I apologize. A320 Neo. It was a two-seat Canadian Air Force CF-18. It was a Legacy Hornet. And we believe that it's actually going to go to the boneyard. That seems to be the belief. It's cool to get it here. I got a couple of pictures of it. I tried to drive over behind the IX Center to get a couple of pictures of it. Just with traffic and the wind, it was hard to get a decent long exposure. I got a couple that are a little grainy, but I'll get those up on my Instagram here at some point. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button here on the stream, and then definitely follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well at Nick Flies Media. Mostly post shorts on YouTube or on TikTok, which I don't use that much, to be honest. But the Instagram channel, I do a lot of the still photography that weekend, so different things on there, as well as trip reports and whatnot. The next trip I have scheduled will be to Minneapolis-St. Paul in May. It'll be the inaugural Sun Country flight. On May 17th, we'll take the 737 up to MSP. We'll spot for today, and then we're going to fly home on Delta that night. But I'm hoping to do something before then, too. I'm still keeping an eye on the Florida airports to see if the WestJet Frozen livery shows up. I did see they got the Team USA A330-900 yesterday, though. Darn it. So we'll keep an eye on that, and if that shows up with a decent time, we'll try to go down and get it. The Orlando flights out of Cleveland are pretty cheap, so that's not too bad of a trip. And I got the Frontier monthly pass that I got for a couple of months, so we'll see how that goes. And still looking at going to maybe Houston or Dulles here sometime in April or May. We'll have to wait and see. I got some vacation time I have to burn at work, so we'll definitely try to go somewhere. Should be the emergency aircraft inbound, the King Air. Coming in from Knoxville, Tennessee. Meanwhile, we got a little bit of activity here on runway 6 right. We got a Delta Airlines Airbus A320, as well as a business jet. I can't tell what the business jet is offhand, but the Delta flight, I think, is 1038 heading to Atlanta. It might be a citation. I can't tell. Still a little far away. I think it's Delta 630. This Airbus is heading to Atlanta. It's like a former Northwest Airlines aircraft, so probably in the neighborhood of 30 years old. I am working on another Fallen Flags video for Northwest. So look forward to that coming out here at some point. There's a lot of aircraft that are still active from Northwest. So that's why it's taking a little bit longer. I'm trying to figure out how I want to break it down with the fact that a lot of it went to Delta, as well as a couple of other airlines. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to recognize the ones that are still active. It is a Dassault Falcon taxiing over here. It looks like one of the Parker Hannifin jets. No, it's not one of the Parker jets. It's not a Falcon either. Looks like a United. That might be the Continental Retro down there. The NetJets business jet that's over here is a Challenger 350, not a Falcon. Heading to White Plains, New York. Behind that, our next inbound flight that I can tell is a Frontier 2698. Will be coming in from Phoenix, Arizona in the next few minutes. The 737 taxiing down is American 1562. Issues whatsoever getting that off the ground. Heading to White Plains. American Flight 1562. 737-800 will be heading to Charlotte. Yeah, Northwest was the airline that was voted on the most when I did the poll about what airline would you like to see. I was already in the middle of the Eastern one, so I did the Eastern one first, but we try to do another one for Northwest, and I'm trying to do it a little differently too. The Pan Am, TWA, and Eastern were all kind of slideshows with some information. I want to try to do it a little bit differently, but I'm not really sure how. I'll never find enough video to do all of them, so I guess maybe I'll do a video for something and then the information. I'm not really sure how I want to do it. TWA video is my most popular video I've ever posted on my channel. So if you've seen that video, thank you so much for your support. If you haven't, check it out. Pan Am did okay too. Eastern not so much, but all right, 1562 heading to Charlotte, just got cleared for takeoff. 737-800. Wearing the ever plain New American livery. I drove by really slow, kind of made me a little nervous for a second, but I think they're just watching. Came over here, I would tell them about Heartland. I'd say it would be a great day to be at Heartland over at Aerospace on the other side of the airport here. The only reason I don't do live streams over there is because you can't see the departure side. You can only see the arrivals. You get some really nice shots of the arrivals over there. Will the American get off the ground before we hit the trees? What do you think? It's not looking good. Nah, he just made it. Here's the Frontier flight that'll be heading to Fort Myers. A United Airlines 737 behind the Frontier. I believe this one is Hugh the Manatee. assuming Hugh the Manatee has a play off of Oath of Humanities, maybe. Hopefully we don't have a Hindenburg moment. They're the Frontier. Flight just came in from Phoenix. We'll keep an eye on the airship base too, and when Goodyear gets Wingfoot 1 out of the hangar, we'll go down there and try to do a day, maybe a day live stream down there at Wingfoot Lake. They're probably in for their winter maintenance right now, but they should, once the weather starts consistently getting nicer in March or April, we should start seeing that. I wonder if we'll get a visit from Wingfoot 2 or Wingfoot 3 again this year.
Helicopter, 3 miles, southwind remaining north of the.
There's also the brand new rigid airship that's being built by Google's founder, the Lighter Than Air group. Haven't heard yet when the prototype is going to take its first flight out of California. But from what I hear, the plan is to bring that one to Akron and build a larger one here. So really, really hoping that comes true. I want nothing more than I think than to see a rigid airship fly at some point in my lifetime. I haven't checked, but I would imagine Wingfoot 3 is at the Super Bowl today, but I'm not sure. I'll have to see if it makes a return to the Akron area. They usually switch them out for maintenance, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, we got United 2061, 737, 800. They're inbound from Fort Lauderdale, and hey, good news, the Falcon 900 will be coming here. It turned left. Not right, so it is coming into Hopkins. I'll have to pull up the tail number if I can find it. It's blocked on flight radar. I'll see if I can find it. Mini tri-jet coming in. How about that? Waiting on the United. I turned off the optical zoom. It seemed like it was affecting the quality a little bit too much. I like the stream in 4K, but it buffers too much if I try doing that.
Sector flight 2698, clear ground, taxi to the gate via Lima, Juliet 6, Juliet. Lima, Juliet 6, Juliet, sector flight 26.
So we got a United Airlines 737 taxiing over here to runway 6 left or 6 right. I don't think it's the retro. No, it's a 737-700 flight 1654 heading to Chicago O'Hare. So we'll see that here in the next couple of minutes.
Contact ground, United 2061. 00. Flight 2698, aircraft just push off your gate there, and then it'll be pulling out here on Juliet shortly. So if you keep when you go around the corner there, keep the grass on off your right wing there, continue via
Checking to see if I can
Juliet,
pull up the tail number of the Falcon that's inbound.
Also, your Juliet gate, you'll circle out with that company to depart. Appreciate that. Under flight 2698. Thank you.
I do see it on ADSB as N617DV. Not sure who owns it, but looking forward to that coming in the next couple of minutes. I haven't seen a tri-holer in a while. Air Canada Jazz just got clearance to push back. Sounds like it's flight 732 heading back to Toronto. E175. We'll see that soon.
Direct 5 Lima Hotel, turn left heading 320.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your support. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Try to post about 3 or 4 times a week, usually from here, occasionally from Columbus or Cincinnati, and we do some road trips as well. So try to post at least 3 or 4 times a week. Always depends on the weather, I guess. We're trying to get the live stream piece figured out. This one seems to be going okay. Thank you all for being here so much. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. It helps out a ton against the YouTube algorithm. And if you really like what you see, hit that subscribe button. This aircraft is in the Evo Blue livery heading to O'Hare. Okay, so 617 Delta Victor is the tail number for the Falcon 900 that'll be landing here. I hope they come in on 6 right. Sometimes the business traffic will come in over here. Hopefully that's what happens today. Don't think the United is going to get off the ground before the trees. It did, but just barely. The Thunderbirds are doing a flyover for the Super Bowl today. Kicking off the 2024 schedule for the Thunderbirds. They're going to do the Super Bowl today, and they're going to do the Daytona 500 next week. I think it is an enclosed stadium, but they'll do it for TV. Nellis Air Force Base right outside of Las Vegas is the home base for the Thunderbirds, so pretty cool that they're going to do a flyby for their home game. I know from videos that their flyby of the Daytona 500 last year, they did multiple passes and it was super impressive. Alright, I see the mini tri-jet, so let's turn and we'll get that. It's a Falcon 900 EX coming in here on runway 6 right. We'll see how this goes. I haven't had to do an approach on 6 right yet today.
United 1654, contact Cleveland Center, 135.1.
How cool is that? Hopefully that leaves while we're still over here today. Frontier 320 Neo is called Ted the Sea Turtle. I wonder if that means Sheldon the Sea Turtle is gone. It was one of the older 320s in the old livery. Ted the Sea Turtle heading to Sarasota. I do believe that we're going to see a lot more growth out of Frontier over the next couple of years, especially with whatever happens to Spirit after the merger, or the failed merger. I already have the crew base. Kind of hoping that when they get the A321 XLRs, that maybe they'll do a couple of flights out of here to Europe. I think I like Shelly the Sea Turtle more with I feel like it pops a little bit more in the tail. Means this should be a brand new airplane.
I know you said you had them on the test there. Just want to make sure you still show them at your 1 o'clock. In 5 miles, still showing 2,600 indicated. Just keep it a little high on the approach there as you get above them. One Alpha Quebec, I'm also showing that. I show he went down to 2,500.
Our next inbound flight will be Delta Airlines 1038. They're about 19 minutes out. They're coming in from Atlanta. There's a Southwest flight behind that coming in from Atlanta as well. Meanwhile, taxiing down to the end of 6 right is Air Canada Jazz Flight 732. It's at E175 heading to Toronto.
Traffic is continuing the descent. They're descending at a 2,100 indicated. No factor. Contact County Tower. You have a great day.
It's currently 37 degrees up here today.
Flight 1287, turn right and direct to Brown.
Around 2 feet.
Down Jazz 732. Right? Yeah, it was the first time for us here in Cleveland. We were going through Papa here or L2? Just 30 seconds. Yeah, should we take Papa here to short up the runway or go through L2 Lima 2? Just 30 seconds of continue forward. 1 left, thanks. 1287, contact Cleveland Center, 434.9. Good day.
Gloves back on. These gloves are supposed to be touchscreen sensitive, but not so much. Got a new livery, Air Canada Express, Air Canada Jazz E175, flight 732, be heading to Toronto. Face mask and all. Raccoon mask and all. Columbus is still getting the CRJs, so we're lucky to get the E-Jets. Runway 6 right. There it is. This is flight 2164 heading to Fort Lauderdale. Our Delta now is about 4 minutes out. Coming in from Atlanta. And then not next weekend, but the weekend after is the Cleveland Auto Show at the IX Center. The big convention, but the big show here. Although it's not as big as it used to be with some changes they made to the building, but still looking forward to the auto show.
1038. Contact south.
Also, IX Center, if you're watching, you should totally sponsor me. Haha, kidding. I mean, that'd be great, but yeah.
Tower, wind 360 at 6, runway 6 off, clear to land.
United Airlines 737, this flight will be heading to Fort Lauderdale. It's a 737-800, still in the old merger livery. That's got to be the slowest repaint in history. It's either them or Southwest. Southwest is almost done though. There are a lot of United Airlines aircraft still in the old livery. I still think Continental when I see this livery though, and I hope that they leave one as a Continental Retro when it's all said and done. 64 heading to Fort Myers. They were Fort Lauderdale. They were given the clearance to take off. So let's see if they do a turn and burn here.
November, 6 miles from Tabby, turn left heading 270, maintain 3,000,
Hey, Virgo, copy.
Day 2164, contact Parsec, good day.
Good day, 2164.
Looking behind me, I think this should be Delta 1038, our A320 inbound from Atlanta. Find it. There it is. A320 heading from or inbound from Atlanta. A321, I apologize. E-Jet taxiing down. It should be a United Express flight. The United Express flight 3433 heading to Dulles. Southwest 779 inbound from Atlanta. Just turned final. Right now we have another United.
90 whiskey, right back is correct. Leave it approach. Hello, 6 left. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 8, no landing, 6 left. The ceiling, 2,000, okay. Back to target.
This flight will be operated by Republic Airways under the United Express banner. Go ahead and turn off of the United Express as we have a Southwest. Flight 779, a 737-800 inbound from Atlanta. I believe the next flight inbound is United 1241. I believe that's the next flight. Should be inbound from Denver. All right, United 1241, 737 inbound from Denver. There they are.
Talking 90 Whiskey, you'll be number 2, following the Southwest off your right there. We're going to let Southwest run. Right there. Southwest Fox, give away you.
Southwest. Taxiing over behind that will be a Sherwin-Williams Falcon 2000. The Southwest will be 1230, our MAX 8 heading back to Nashville. Couple of inbound flights. The first is a Citation. They're inbound from Naples, Florida. We have a Alaska flight 445. And they are inbound from Seattle in the next few minutes. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything else.
Citation 33 Sierra, 8 miles from Beetle, at 3,000 foot, Iowa, 6 west of Birch. Citation 33 Sierra, sorry about that, cockpit at 2,900.
Got 3 airplanes in that shot.
Looks like we still have the oversized item here at the Delta ticket counter, please.
As we approach the 3 o'clock hour, if you've been here the whole time, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know if today is the Blue Subaru Owners Club meeting or something, because I've seen like 4 blue Subarus drive by in the last couple of minutes. If I'll slow down, it looked at me too.
120.6.
Speaking of blue, we have a Southwest 737 MAX.
Right, clear for takeoff. Let's take up to try Southwest 1230.
Flight 1230 will be heading to Nashville. And they are clear for takeoff, so let's see if they will light the burners as they make the turn here. Oh yeah, that's how it's done right there. Southwest showing how it is done. You got off the ground quick too. Showing off the power of those new General Electric engines on the 737 MAX. Meanwhile, we have a Falcon. I believe this is one of our Sherwin-Williams Falcons heading out. Falcon 2000 EX. We'll turn back over here as we got a citation. Oops, inbound from Naples. Alright, United Airlines 733, the Continental Airlines Retro heading to Orlando. They are taxiing our way now. Alaska 445 is turning final.
November, and then thanks for the dish.
Boy, after that we got a bit of a break between the Alaska and the next arrival.
After 445, contact the tower. Good day, take care. 134.9, good day.
I'll probably wrap the live stream up after the Continental Retro, just because we have quite a long gap between the this departure and the next arrival or departure. Looks like a gap of about 40 minutes. So we'll probably reposition over on the other side of the airport to get the American. Do a regular video over there. Keep an eye on it though. Just having to pull at Flight Radar 24. I'm like, wow, that's a bit of a gap. There's the Continental Retro. Okay, well, we'll wait for them to head over here. Alaska Airlines Flight 445, 737-900 inbound from Seattle.
What are you guys waiting for? The big plane coming in?
Nothing too big, probably just this one leaving. There it is. Just pulled over the side of the road and was asking what we're waiting for. Nothing too big today, unfortunately. Still waiting for Dubai 1 to come back in, though. Alright, here's the United Continental Airlines Retro. This flight will be heading back to Orlando. One of my favorite retro liveries. Such a cool airplane. Flight 733 heading to Orlando. United paying for the whole runway there on the 900. Continental Airlines Retro heading to Orlando. That aircraft brings back a lot of memories of this being the Continental hub and all the Continental aircraft we used to see around here. I believe that aircraft was also stored here during COVID. I remember it being parked over on the cargo ramp when I drove by one time. The Alaska. Alright, well, because we have such a long gap between now and the next flight, we're going to go ahead and shut the live stream off. Go warm up a little bit. It's getting chilly out here. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the Super Bowl tonight. Stay warm and safe. And we'll catch you next time. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. Check out Dale's channel as well. And we'll catch you next time. So the rest of the week, we'll have to kind of wait and see what the weather does and what happens when we're coming in. But we'll definitely be out on Friday to catch Air Force One when it comes into either Youngstown here or Pittsburgh. We'll have to wait and see. So looking forward to bringing that to you. I hope you have a great rest of the day, a great weekend, and we will catch you next time from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.